Breaking, AOC goes on the most unhinged rant to date. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez made a fool out of herself during a House Oversight Committee hearing featuring Tony Bobulinski, Hunter Biden's former business partner. She tried to corner Bobulinski into saying Joe Biden didn't commit a crime, but things definitely didn't go how she expected.
Mr. Bobulinski, I heard your opening statement. It's submitted to the record, part of our proceedings. I have a quick question. Simple. Is it your testimony today that you personally witnessed President Joe Biden commit a crime?
I believe the fact that he was sitting with me while I was putting together a business
Did you
deal,
witness the president commit a crime? Is it your testimony today?
Yes.
And what crime have you witnessed?
How much time do I have to go through it?
It is simple. You name the crime. Did you watch him steal something?
Corruption statutes, RICO and conspiracy.
What is it? What is the crime, sir? Specifically.
You asked me to answer the question. I answered the question.
No.
RICO, you're obviously not familiar with. Corruption
Excuse
statutes.
me, sir. Excuse me, sir. RICO is not a crime. It is a category. What is the
It's a category of crimes that you're then charged
You
under
have charges.
A long 100.
You have charges. Sir, please
want me to name the exact statute under RICO?
Yes.
AOC is so stupid. The DOJ's very definition of RICO charges is it is unlawful for anyone employed by or associated with any enterprise engaged in, or the activities of which affect, interstate or foreign commerce, to conduct or participate, directly or indirectly, in the conduct of such enterprises' affairs through a pattern of racketeering activity or collection of unlawful debt. Tony Bobulinski said Joe Biden was present when Bobulinski was making business dealings with foreign business partners. But what's funny is she reclaimed her time when she realized Bobulinski wasn't going to side with her and defend Joe Biden.
Well, it's funny. In this committee room, everyone's not here. There's over 18
All right, sir. I reclaim my
lawyers
time.
that went to law school.
I reclaim my time.
You guys
okay,
to
thank
define
you,
the
sir. I
statute.
reclaim my time.
Even though Bobulinski clearly said Joe Biden committed a crime, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tried to spin what he said, right in front of everyone's eyes.
Clearly, what we are seeing here today is a continuation of the 15-month saga of the Republican majority lost in the desert. Impeachment 101. The majority party, or whomever is raising impeachment, must accuse the president of a high crime, a specific high crime or misdemeanor. I would like to submit to the record HRES 918, the House resolution to open this impeachment inquiry.
Without objection to order.
This resolution does not outline a high crime or misdemeanor. It's not here. Now, when we compare the chairman's opening from his previous opening, he's talking about Ukraine and Burisma and all of this. This entire inquiry is based on a blockbuster piece of information that was in a classified SCIF room. And inside that room was a document alleging President Biden directly of a $10 million bribery scheme. A $10 million bribery scheme. Extremely serious. What happened? What happened a month ago, Mr. Chairman? That document, the FBI arrested the person who offered those allegations for falsifying his testimony to the FBI. This entire impeachment inquiry is based on an actual, provable individual who has lied. Now, responsible leadership would withdraw an inquiry based on that. Withdraw it.
You mean like the impeachment case against President Donald Trump that was based on the Steele dossier and the Russia collusion hoax? That's right, though. Democrats pick and choose what applies to them versus their political opponents. But then again, AOC wants the entire impeachment inquiry dropped because FBI informant Alexander Smirnov lied about the Biden family's ties to Burisma. Tony Bobulinski has an impeccable military record and his story about the Bidens' shady business dealings hasn't changed. We all know this meltdown is just another one of AOC's typical meltdowns.
Instead, what we are seeing is that this committee was warned about the falsehoods of these allegations long before that, warned by Trump's Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and yet they proceeded anyway. The chairman proceeded anyway. This committee was warned by Rudy Giuliani associate right here, Lev Parnas, after that document about the falsehoods of this. Then held hearings where your own expert witnesses said that there was no grounds for impeachment, and you proceeded anyway. And finally, as if none of this was enough, the FBI arrested the individual who was the source of the entire, to quote the chairman, heart of the matter, to launch this impeachment inquiry, and proceeded anyway. At this point, the story is not the fact that the basis of this impeachment inquiry is wrong. The story is why it's proceeding anyway. Why is this committee proceeding based on false charges? And by the way, no charges. I have yet to hear in the chairman's opening the allegation that they are specifically charging the President of the United States with. I'm hearing about Biden family. I'm hearing about this and that. I am not hearing the specific allegation by this committee. What is it? It's not here. And that is the problem. The story is when this committee knew that they were working with falsified evidence. That's the story. And with that, I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back.
Simmer down there, Alexandria. All that thinking and screaming will hurt your head. We wouldn't want the progressive princess to make a fool of herself. Then again, she doesn't need any help there. Squad member Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez found herself in an intense fight with fellow progressives not too long ago. Pro-Palestine protesters cornered her and her boyfriend, Riley Roberts, when the pair were leaving a Brooklyn movie theater. The protesters took issue with the Congresswoman failing to call Israel's offense in Gaza a genocide.
You refuse to call it a genocide in front of everybody.
I need you to understand that this is not
What's not okay? Americans holding their elected officials accountable for not representing voters' values? Or progressives no longer worshiping AOC as God's gift to humanity?
It's not okay that there's a genocide happening and you're not actively against it.
You're lying.
I'm lying?
You're not.
You went on TV and avoided talking about it.
For what? Because now after you can't say it's a genocide, or what? You're just acting in political ways. You can't call it a genocide, then how do you say that?
We're not lying.
We're not lying.
You've been
We're not
saying it in
TV.
interviews. It's insane. You haven't been calling it a genocide. Don't tell me I'm lying. Then just say it's a genocide. Just say it. Over 30,000 people are dead, AOC. You can't just say it for once. Just say the word. That's it. That's all we want you to say. Or you're not angry about people confronting in public when you can't call it genocide. Over 30,000 people have died.
Stop. Okay? Stop. Stop.
We're not doing anything. We're just talking to intellectual participation. That's all we're doing.
Apparently, Alexandria was worried about the protesters cutting and editing the footage to make her look bad.
Cut it, and you're going to cut this, and you're going to clip this so that it's completely out of context. I already said that it was, and y'all are just going to pretend that it wasn't over and over again. It's fucked up, man. And you're not helping these people, and you're not helping them.
You refuse.
Someone is upset that her grassroots supporters are calling her out. Isn't it glorious seeing the AOCs of the world get the same treatment they gave others?